Welcome to today's Gentle Yoga Flow. Today's sequence will be beginner friendly, but if you are more advanced, feel free to adjust any movements to your liking. We are starting in a cross-legged seated position. Bring your hands onto your knees, palms facing up or down, whatever you prefer, and then just close down the eyes. And take a couple of deep breaths, arriving in this moment, arriving in your body. With your next exhale, bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Feel free to keep the eyes closed. And we'll go into soft movement from here by drawing little circles with our nose, keeping the right ear close to the right shoulder. It's a minimal movement. And if there's any spot where you feel like the stretch feels particularly good, feel free to stay there for a couple of breaths. Really feeling into the stretch. And slowly bring your head back to center. With your next exhale, bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Again, feel free to keep your eyes closed. And then start drawing some circles into the room with your nose, keeping the movement very small. We always keep our left ear close to our left shoulder. And then again, if there's a point that feels particularly good, where you feel like you need the stretch the most, feel free to stay there for a couple more breaths. Slowly bring your head back to center. Interlace your hands behind your head and then let the elbows come down towards your knees. Let your elbows be heavy. We keep our spine straight. We're only stretching the back of the neck. Slowly release your hands and interlace your hands behind your back. Open your shoulders and pull your arms away from your hips. Gaze up to the sky without letting the neck fall down too much. Soft opening in your whole chest area. Slowly release your hands. From here, find your way into a tabletop position. We will bring the knees underneath the hips. The hands are underneath the shoulders. With your next inhale, drop your belly button towards the mat. Open your chest, gaze up. And exhale to round your spine. Bring your chin to your chest. Inhale to open. And exhale to round. Go for a couple more rounds in your own pace. And in yoga, we always try to align our movement to our breath. So we let the breath flow naturally and we move with it. And it never matters how fast you're going, as long as you're moving with the breath. Good. Go for one more round. And then we meet in tabletop position. With your next inhale, bring your right arm up to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle underneath. Bring the right arm behind your left and bring your right shoulder down onto the mat. Bring your right ear down onto the mat and then maybe walk your left arm forward. And if here you feel like you cannot bring your ear down to the mat, feel free to use a pillow. And slowly bring your left hand back in front of your face. Push into the left hand. Open up to the right one more time. Exhale to bring the right hand back down. Inhale to open to the left. Exhale to thread the needle to the other side. Bring your left ear down this time. Maybe walking the right hand forward. Good. Slowly bring your right hand back in front of your face. Push into the right hand. Inhale to open to the left. And exhale to find center. Nice. Now from here we're gonna find our way into our downward facing dog. Tuck your toes and then start lifting your knees. Push your hips back. And then start straightening your legs as much as you can. Feel free to keep your knees bent here. Our goal is to bring the hips up to the sky, keeping our back as straight as possible. Spread your fingertips wide. And then maybe start bending one knee at a time. Straightening out the other leg. Walking out our dog. Opening the back sides of our legs. And slowly find a neutral downward facing dog again. Bring your gaze forward to where your hands are at and take baby steps to come all the way forward. Bring your feet to your hands. Now maybe your hands are touching the mat, maybe not. Wherever you are is completely fine. Let your head relax down in this forward fold. Maybe grab opposite elbows with your hands and swing from left to right. Good. Slowly release the hands back down, and vertebra by vertebra, just roll all the way up. Roll your shoulders back. Find mountain pose. Make sure you're standing hip distance apart. Bring your tailbone in. Open the chest, palms facing forward. Just close your eyes for a moment. Good. Feeling into the body. With your next inhale, bring both of your arms up. Follow your hands with your gaze. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Inhale, bring the hands up one more time. And then with your right hand, grab your left wrist and start finding a side stretch. So both arms are pulling to the right and your hip is shifting to the left. Inhale back to center. Grab your right wrist with your left hand and find a side stretch to the other side. Your hip is going to the right. The arms are pulling to the left. And slowly find center. Release the hands. And with your exhale, find forward fold. We're going into Sun Salutation A. We're finding a variation. With your inhale, bring both of your hands onto your knees and straighten your back as much as possible. Exhale to release down, forward fold. Bring both hands flat onto the mat. Step back into your plank position. Now here, make sure your shoulders are on top of your wrists. Engage your whole core. Staying here for a couple more breaths. And with your next exhale, bring your knees down first. And then bring your chest and your chin down at the same time. Lay down onto the mat. Keep your hands where they're at. Inhale to find Baby Cobra. We're only lifting the chest with the help of our core muscles. There is no weight on the hands. Staying here for a couple more breaths. Exhale to release. Tuck your toes again and push yourself back into your downward facing dog again. Couple of deep breaths here. Your head is relaxed. Nice stretch in your hamstrings and your calves. And slowly start gazing forward to where your hands are at. Take 2 big steps or a jump to the front of the mat. Inhale for halfway lift. Exhale to full. And inhale to come up. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Good. Inhale, bring both of your arms up again. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Step your right foot back. We're finding a traditional Sun Salutation or Sun Salutation C. Bring your right knee down onto the mat. Inhale for low lunge. Good. Keep your pelvic floor slightly engaged, which means we're engaging the lower belly and We're pulling the pubis up towards our belly button. Kind of gives you the feeling as if you were holding your pee. And we do that to protect the lower back. With your exhale, bring both of your hands down. Step back into your plank. Push back to downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, step your right foot forward. Bring your hands in front of your heart first. Bring your left knee down. Inhale, low lunge on the other side. Your pelvic floor is active again. Gaze is forward. Good, and then slowly bring both of your hands down. Step your left foot forward. Release for forward fold. Inhale for halfway lift. Exhale to fold. And inhale to come all the way up. Draw a big circle into the sky with your hands. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Good. One more time, starting on the other side. Inhale to bring both of your hands up. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. And this time we step back with the left foot first. Release your back knee down. Inhale for low lunge. Release the shoulders away from the ears. And then exhale, straighten your front leg. Half splits, stretching the back side of the leg. Taking a couple of deep breaths here. And then really try to keep your back as straight as possible. So instead of just rounding the back, we're trying to pull the heart forward. And this will change the quality of the stretch in your hamstrings and your calves. Good. Inhale to come back forward, low lunge. Exhale, bring your hands down. Step back. Find your downward facing dog again. And then step your left foot forward. Release your right knee down. Inhale for low lunge again. Find the alignment. Exhale to straighten your front leg. Couple of deep breaths here. Again, try to pull your heart forward rather than rounding your back. Good. And slowly release with your next inhale. Find low lunge one more time. Exhale to bring both of your hands down. Step your right foot forward. Inhale for halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to come all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands in front of your heart. Good. Now, step both of your feet out. And make your toes point out a little. We're keeping the hands in front of the heart. We're gonna come down into Malasana, Yogi Squat. I'm gonna turn around so that you can see me. And here, try to keep your back as straight as possible. Taking a couple of breaths here. Slowly release both of your hands down. Step back into your plank pose. And then bring your knees down, mat distance apart. Bring your big toes down. And then shift your hips back to your heels, finding child's pose. Release your forehead onto the mat. Take a couple of deep breaths here. And slowly, slowly find a seat again. You can either sit on your heels or find a cross-legged seat again, whatever works for you. Close down the eyes once again. Bring your right hand onto your heart, left hand onto the belly. And let's just take a couple more deep breaths together. And take this moment to think of 3 things that you're grateful for today. Whenever you're ready, bring your hands together in front of your heart. And together we bow down. Namaste. Now if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Feel free to write me a comment and tell me what you think. And subscribe for more videos. Thank you. Bye.